We sailed with laughter, gold and wine. The stars our map, the sea our line. With brothers, sisters, hearts held true. Our fortune wide, our futures new. But tides can turn with silent dread. A whisper's word, a dagger's thread. In trust we fell, in greed we sank. The ocean's grave, our souls it drank. He smiled through his teeth with gold on his tongue. He wore no crown, but we called him king. Hands like storms, voice like a bell's last ring. The wheel he held now spins alone, a red trail drawn for a selfish throne. You struck in the night like a rat below deck. Gold in your heart and a knife in your neck. Gold tongue knife, you cut down the stars. Sold our souls for silver scars. We screamed below as the water rose. You sailed away while the silence froze. You smiled at the captain before the blade. Said loyalty's dead and debts get paid. You sank the ship, then burned our names, and thought the sea would wash your shame. But curses cling like barnacles bite. We rise and fall, we hunt at night. Gold tongue knife, you cut down the stars. Sold our souls for silver scars. We scream below as the water rose. You sailed away while the silence froze. Every coin you count's a mark on your grave. Every dream you sleep is a ghost you made. We're not bones, not ashes, not gold. We're storm and tongue knife, our tale's not done. We'll take your breath like you took the sun. Your gold won't float, your life won't save. You pay our price in the howling waves. Captain sleeps with his wounds still wide, and the sea remembers every shackled to the beams where no light sways. Heard the boots above as my world decays. Gold bought silence, gold bought graves, and I drank death like salted waves. My lords were prayers the sea denied. My name forgotten as I died. Salt in my lungs, chains on my skin. I begged to die, but it dragged me in. Now I haunt the hole where I drowned and lived. sealed the hatch with a liar's grace. Let the crew scream down into that place. I heard the gold jingle in this code as the water rolls past my final note. Every bubble stole my scream. Now our heart is constrained. Salt in my lungs, chains on my skin. I bet the tide, but it dragged me in. Now I haunt the hole where I drowned and lay, waiting for the rats ran away. Can't breathe, can't leave, can't die, can't sleep. The sea is my cell, and I'm the warden it keeps. Salt in my lungs, chains on my skin. I beg the tide, but it dragged me in. Now the waves obey my roar, and I won't stop till he drowns alone. You ever try to scream when you're already gone? He struck us down one by one, for cursed gold, for dreams undone. The captain's cry, the steel's red gleam, our lives betrayed for a traitor's scheme. The ship went down with cries and flame. Our bodies cold, he stole the name. He fled with gold, left us to drown. But the sea remembers and calls him down. He thought he would escape the deep, but ghosts don't rest, they do not sleep. Our blood still stains his stolen gold. Our story sung, forever told.
I whispered warnings in the gale, but none of you would hear. You raised your cups and left it off. Now I sing through your fear. In my throat, the night was warm with spite. You chose his smile, ignored my oath, and vanished in the night. You thought your ghosts were resting sail, but the tide was listened to. It gave my cry a silver strap, a curse laced just for you. I am the cry you bury deep. Inside. You prayed your winds, they wouldn't bend, just for your life to fade. Now the waters come again, and they remember name. I am the cry you bury deep. I haunt the silence in the truth. Your lungs won't hold what I became. I am the sea, I curse your name. I am the time buried deep, deep. I haunt the silence when you sleep. You're drowning gorgeous walking. I am the sea, I rise, I reap. The forgotten never stays silent.
Salted bones and burning skies. We were left, now we rise. The sea did not forget our names. It bore our blood, it fed our flame. Now cursed and cracked, we still remain. No gods to pray, no souls to claim. Anchor rust and blade in hand, we march from death to take our stand. We rise with the tide, we roll with the storm. Born again in vengeance, cursed and reborn. No grave could hold us, no fear can divide. We ride on the thunder, we rise with the tide. We washed and flee where traitors go. A cold soul filled our lungs and souls. Now every storm obeys our call. The ocean lifts us, we won't fall. Steel and flame and rotting wreck. We are the actor, creed and all. We rise with the tide, we roll like the storm. Born again in vengeance, cursed and reborn. Break could hold us, no fear can divide. We ride on the thunder, we rise with the We ride and we
The wind howls not with warning, but with wrath. We are the tide that never sleeps. We ride the winds of cursed black sails, born of blood and betrayed trails. No harbor safe, no compass true. The dead are hunting greed like you. A plague upon the gold you steal. Your ships will break, your fate is sealed. The price you pay for sin so is fire, salt, and frozen cold. You feast on lies and silver wine, but ghosts remember every line. A coin for blood, a knife for trust. Now your empire rots to free, but he can't, I wanna see.
We rose from depths where shadows roam, a spectral crew with no more home. We haunt the seas, the greedy's cries. Their screams a hymn to the betrayed's rise. Our faces pale, our hearts are aflame. We whisper curses to his name. We drag the guilty down below, but still one name we seek to know. We're not at rest, we're not at peace. The traitor's blood our curses leaks. We'll hunt him down, we'll claim his breath, for only then we'll welcome death. We were your crew, your blood, your skull. You sold us for a fist of gold. You slit my throat beneath the mast, then watched our lives sink in the past. We rose from salt, from steel, from flame, to drag you down, to speak your name. Each coin you count, a soul betrayed. You fled but ghosts do not decay. The tide remembers, cold and deep, and now it comes to end your sleep. There's no bread for a thief, no mercy, no relief, no prayer will ease your final breath. We bring the justice of the dead. I sang to you before the dark. My song was mercy. Now it's marked by pain you caused, by lives you sold. Our vengeance now is black and bold. You cry for light, but none remains. We are the chains, we are the chains. There's no grave for a thief, and no gold to buy your pains. The mast is snapped, the sky is torn. You'll drown alone by oath forsworn. Captain stands tall, his duty done. The sea reclaims what greed had won, and the dead finally sleep. The gold is drowned, the traitors fled, but justice calls. He's marked, he's bled, his name erased. beast, his soul is torn. Our vengeance aches the curse we've borne. Now silent waves reclaim the scars. Our tale is sung, our debt is done. Rest now, my crew, our war is won. Captain's cursed by fate, a jinx on sail and port. Storms brew where he lays his course, a shadow marks his wake. They say the tide don't turn from me. Every hull I helm is doomed to bleed. Whispers trail where my shadow falls. Cursed by sea, gods damned by salt. 100 tales behind my name. Each ends in fire, loss or shame. But I was born with brine in veins, and storms won't scare me off the chain. Raise the black and strike the sails. Let them speak their ghostly tales. I'm the one the sea can break. Sink or swim, I'll curse the wake. Marked by the Marlinspike, they say, but I'll rewrite my end today. Gallows built with every glance. My crew half pray, half grip their champs. But fear's a fire I feed like coal. Let them down, I'll take the toll. I've bled beneath the dozen skies and watched good men believe the lies. But when the deep calls out my name, I'll mean it wild, I'll mean it brave. Raise the black and strike the sails. Let them speak their ghostly tales. I'm the one the sea can't break. Sink or swim, I'll curse the wake. Marked by the Marlinspike, they say, but I'll rewrite my end today. Their ghostly tales. I'm the one the sea can break. Sink or swim, I'll curse the wake. Marked by the Marlinspike, say. Marked by the Marlinspike, they say. But I'll rewrite my end today.
It came from a chest sunk long below, wrapped in rot and inked in woe. No name, no hand that dared to sign. Just bleeding lines through salt and time. Its edge was burnt, its corners torn. But cursed ones feel when they've been warned. It whispered truths the stars won't show, and pointed where the damned don't go. The chart, it speaks in breath and bone. It hums when I'm too far from home. Lines that crawl beneath my skin, pull me where the tales begin. The crew says turn, it's not too late, but I see fate, not fear in slate. They mutter tales of shipwrecked kings, of madness tied in silver strings. But I have danced with deeper things, and heard the song the ocean sings. The helm won't sway, the course is set by blood and ink and whispered dead. If monsters sleep where X now lies, then I will wake them from the dark. The chart, it speaks in breath and bone. It hums when I'm too far from home. Lines that crawl beneath my skin, pull me where the tales begin. The crew says turn, it's not too late, but I see fate, not fear enslaved. The chart, it speaks in breath and bone. It hums when I'm too far from home. Lines that crawl beneath my skin, pull me where the tales begin. Let thunder break, let sirens cry. We chase the mark or die.
We sail where maps begin to bleed, past stars that blink but do not lead. The sun don't rise the way it should, and nights last longer than they could. The compass spins with every breath, like something laughs beneath our deck. The sea is glass, no wind, no tide, yet still we drift where ghosts reside. Turn back the cry, this ain't the sea. This is a dream that should not be. But I see fire on the waves, a crown of teeth, a path unpaved. If they don't care which shore we win, then I will steer where the compass spins. They wake with blood inside their eyes. They scream of shapes with reaching spines. The cook won't speak, the mast won't creak. The ship itself begins to weep. I hear a voice inside the keel. It sings in tones no man should feel. But something in me knows its name, a curse of death. will steer where the compass spins. Dream that should not be, but I see fire on the waves, crown of teeth, the path unpaved. If fate don't care which shore we win, then I will stand. Where the compass spins. The stars are drowned, the moon won't rise. Just think and breathe and watching eyes. The ocean bends where none should be, and shapes below still mimic me. The ropes hang limp, the sails won't weep. The air is still, the dark runs deep. The crew speaks low with tightened jaws, afraid to name the eye that saw. The abyss it watches cold and wide. It knows the truths that fear can't hide. It waits beneath our shattered path with breathless death and voiceless wrath. But I won't kneel, I won't be tamed. Let monsters look, I know their name. A shimmer moves beneath the keel, too smooth, too slow, too cursed to feel. A shadow wide as kingdoms fall. It listens close, it learns us all. The men won't eat, the deck won't groan. The wood feels flesh, the helm like bone. But still I stare into the black, into the dark to call me back. The abyss it watches cold and wide. It knows the truths that fear can't hide. It waits beneath our shattered path with breathless death and voiceless wrath. But I won't kneel, I won't be tamed. Let monsters look, I know their name. It watches cold and wide. It knows the truths that fear can't hide. It waits beneath our shattered path with breathless depth and voiceless wrath. I stare it down, I stake my claim. The sea won't break what bears my name. We found a map, old and worn, lines drawn in blood where none were born. It promised gold beneath the tide, a beast to sleep where legends hide. The sea turned black, the skies grew thin, each mile we sailed. The dark crept in, the compass spun. The charts grew cold, but greed is blind and fear won't hold. Cursed
the sea turned red, the moon was swallowed, stars all fled. A wall of teeth, a crown of bone, the tide itself began to groan. Its eyes held fire, the gods don't know, a hunger carved from depths below. No mercy waits where legends sleep, just wrath that rises from the deep. Leviathan, we see you now. Set the sails, split the prow. We came to prove what none would dare, to drag a nightmare from its lair. We'll rise or drown beneath your frown, for glory lies in wearing your crown. Decks ran slick with shattered hope, the line snapped loose, we cut the ropes. One screamed a prayer, one laughed instead, one drew his blade and lost his head. But I stood firm, curse on my name, with every loss I fed the flame. If death awaits, I'll meet it proud, with steel and screams and thunder loud. Leviathan, we see you now. Set the sails, split the prow. We came to prove what none would dare, to drag a nightmare from its lair. We'll rise or drown beneath your frown, for glory lies in wearing your crown. Leviathan, we bleed, we burn, but still the tide will twist and turn. We came to die or stake our claim, and etch in blood a sailor's name. We'll rise or drown beneath your frown, but let the world recall we took the cloud.
Jaws of flame, it roared our sins, it named our shame. The decks were torn, the men were thrown, the ocean drank what we had sown. With blades and guns we fought and bled, we lost good men to teeth and dread. But when the sky turned black with spray, we struck it down, we stole the day. Cursed away, we chased the deep, where monsters stir and secrets lead. The darker path, the closer call, we sail to claim the prize of all. The shadows rise, the sirens wail, we'll bind the sea and tip the scale. I came with blood, Upon the mast, a crown of teeth, the die was cast. The harbormost stood cold and wide, but I walked in with death beside. No cursed wretch, no broken soul. I wore the deep and paid the toll. Let those who doubted bite their tongues. The sea chose me, and I have won. They call me cursed, they called my name. In every wreck, in every flame, but I return with fire and steel. The myths now walk, the scars are real. The weight behind, the world my brand. I took the crown with my own hand. I laid its head on tavern stone, a gift to those who die alone. No god, no beast, no grey-born tie could steal the fury in my stride. The crew still breathes, not whole but true. Each soul a tale the storm lived through, and in their eyes a fire burns. For men like us the ocean turns. They called me cursed, they called my name. In every wreck, in every flame, but I return with fire and steel. The myths now walk, the scars are real. The weight behind, the world my brand. I took the crown with my own hand. You want a tale to scare the sea? Then write this down, it bled for me. They call me cursed, but now they cheer. The man who dread the beast appear. The black flag flies, the drinks run red. A crown of fear, a full long dead. The wake behind, the wound my brand, but I'm the legend made by hand. Cursed awake, no more a chain. We broke the curse, we took the name. The sea still roars, the tide still turns, but now our banner only burns. Bad luck's a tale we leave behind, for we are marked by strength, not sight. Curse wake, no more a chain. Velvet halls, she wore a smile, but silence echoed every mile. A crown of gold, a heart in chains. Her dreams drowned deep in royal veins. A bird behind a gilded grave watched her kingdom rock with hate. She whispered to the rising sea, let the storm inside me free.
eyes draw a silver thread, but all I see are ghosts in red. Their cries are quiet in these halls, where golden mirrors line the walls. A daughter born to wear the name of kings who built their thrones from flame. But something deeper sings to me, a hunger carved by salt and sea. They teach you how to bow, not break, but silence bends and silence wakes. These chains of silk, they look like grace, but I see fire in their lace. I was not born to bleed for thrones. I'll carve my name in crashing stones. Let them meet and let them play. I'll set the crown ablaze one day. I've seen the court's perfume decay, the cost of peace, the games they play. They mask the screams in velvet sound, and rule by crushing what they ground. I dream of decks and thunder's kiss, of storms that do not ask but hiss. A ship, a name, a wind blown green. No lies, no kings, just what I need. They dress me up in chains and pearls, but I was born to fight, not twirl. These chains of self, they look like grace, but I see fire in their lace. I was not born to plead for thrones. I'll carve my name in crashing stones. Let them kneel and let them pray. I'll set the crown ablaze one day. Let them whisper, let them scheme. I'll vanish like a shattered dream. But when the sea takes in my breath, that's the day I cheat my death. These chains of silk won't hold me long. My soul is seen, my heart a song. Diamond walls are silken, the titan fire, the wind and flame. Let them mourn and call me stray. I'll bear the crown and sail silken flames behind my stride. I walked out with the stars as guide. A sword I stole, a vow I swore to never bow to kings no more. They call the trees and let them cry. They builded laws, can rot and die. The sea don't care for royal names. It takes you raw and spits the flames. I shed my face, I shed their chains. Now only fury fills my veins. This is the crown I burn, the fate I overturn. From palace ash I rise, ablaze behind my eyes. No Lord will leash my hand, no law will stain my brand. The tides have called my name. I'm storm, I'm steel, I'm flame. They built my life like prison walls, with wine and war in banquet halls. But I found truth in cannon roars, in blood that sings beneath the oars. The crew I met, no prince, no peer, but every scar they wear sincere. And that's the chord I now to see with me. We sail for blood and liberty. This is the crown I bought. My soul can't be returned. I left their lies behind. Now thunder marks my tongue. I wear no silken chain, just salt and blood and flame. Let kingdoms quake and earn. I am the crown I bought. No lace, no gold, no crown remains. Only scars that earn my name. They stripped me of my silken name, tossed me out with spit and blame. But I found worth in broken steel and bled to learn what kings don't feel. My hands no rope, my back knows flame. This deck became my home, my fame. When nobles flinch, we grit our teeth and raise our flag from dust beneath. Salt for the blood, wind for the will, fire in our eyes, hearts too still. No bow, no throne, no guilty lie, just storm and steel to justify. I don't need grace, I earned this blood. I am the crown with salt for blood. They called us dogs, said we were damned, but none of them could ever stand the burning sun, the cannon's cry, or watch a brother bleed and die. We toast the lost, we curse the kings, we carve our fate with splintered rings. And when the tide begins to rise, we sail like ghosts with vengeful lines. Salt for the blood, wind for the will, fire in our eyes, hearts too still. No bow, no throne, no guilty lie, just storm and steel to justify. I don't need grace, I earned this blood. I am the crown with salt for blood. They thought the sea would break my soul, but salt and pain just made me whole. No court will ever write my tale, but every wave will know my sail. Salt for the blood, wind for the will, fire in our eyes, hearts too still. No bow, no throne, no guilty lie, just storm and steel to justify. Let kingdoms fall and tyrants flood. I am the crown with salt for blood.
name, set fire to all her royal royal shame through smoke and wind. She stole away into the dark toward breaking day. Among the sails and rusted steel, she found a life that dared to feel. The ocean roared, the pirates cheered, the princess died, the rebels steered. No more silk, no more lies, just winds of truth and battle cries. From runaway to seaborn queen, her fate was forged in steel and steam. Whispers like the ocean breeze, the crown will burn beneath our sail.
Lanterns light the rebels see, from shattered mast to mutiny. One ship rose, then came 10 more, all sworn to end a tyrant war.
The tide is high, our knives are clean. We sail beneath no king or queen. With painted hulls and stolen flame, we ride to bury royal names. There's a flame on the horizon, smoke where thrones once stood. Drums beat out the call to rise on ash and steel and blood. Let the banners burn and fall. We were never meant to crawl. Raise your voice, the storm is rising. We're the flame on the horizon. They'll call us monsters, cursed and damned, but we're the ones who took a stand. For every soul they toss below, we bring the fire blow by blow. The ocean hums with cannons grace. The wind has death upon its face, but still we sail a scarlet tide with freedom carved into our pride. There's a flame on the horizon, smoke where thrones once stood. Drums beat out the call to rise on ash and steel and blood. Let the banners burn and fall. We were never meant to crawl. Raise your voice, the storm is rising. We're the flame on the horizon. No more chains, no more kings. Raise the sails, let vengeance sing. Blood and salt, oath we swore. Open wide the tyrant's There's a flame on the horizon, smoke where thrones once stood. Drums beat out the call to rise on ash and steel and blood. Let the banners burn and fall. We were never meant to crawl. Strike the match and raise the cry. We're the flame they'll never deny.
Let them sail, let them scream. They'll break like waves against my throne. She was forged in silk and law, fed by gold above all flaw. Now she flies a banner torn and spits on bloodline she was born. Let the traitors come in flame, I'll meet them armed with crown and name. This throne was built with blood and stone, and none shall take what I alone own. This is my reign, my iron kept, by oath and fear and promises wept. Let the cannons roar, let rebels bleed. I am the law, the land, the need. She bears my face, but not my soul. And I will break what I can't control. Arm the walls and flood the gate. Let the sea bring all its hate. Steal the skies, ignite the shore. They'll find no mercy in this war. They call me tyrant, shade, and blight, but I was born to rule by right. She thinks a fire can melt my steel, but crowns turn, they only count. This is my reign, by iron kept, by oath and fear and promises wept. Let the cannons roar, let rebels bleed. I am the law, the land, the need. She bears my face, but not my soul. And I will break what I can't control. Let us see what mercy buys. A throne won't fall to ocean cries. Let her grieve, let her bleed. She'll choke on dreams and pirate creed. This is my reign, and it won't yield. Let them die upon my field. If blood must fall to stop her crown, then drag the stars and burn them down. She bears my name, but not my soul. And I will break what I can't control. Drums of war began to pound as shadows gathered all around. The pirate fleet with flags held high, the tyrant's grip began to die. The king sat cold upon his throne, but feared the voice that matched his own. The daughter he had once disowned now lit the fire against his stone. Drums of war and cannons cry. One fights for gold, one dares to die. The sea, the flame, the rebels crown. The old will burn, the new won't drown. Steel on marble, blood on gold. The tale was ending brave and bold. The fire reached the palace gates, and fate at last no longer waits. They came with smoke and thunder loud. The sea had followed past the crowd. The halls that once held silent fear now rang with songs of those who steer. The banners fell, the guards withdrew. No oath could match what freedom knew. And in the heart of marble stone, she faced the crown she once had known. Ashes and the crown remain, but only one can end the chain. She stood in light, he clung to steel. A final truth, a final key. No bloodline can deny the tide. The storm had come and kings must die. He raised his voice but not his soul. The weight of rule had made him cold. She bared her blade but spared her hate. She carved not vengeance, only fate. With one last breath the king was still. The throne left warm for hands of will. And all who bled to see this day now knelt in hope, not fear, but grace. Oh, ashes and the crown remain, but only one can end the chain. She stood in light, he clung to steel. A final truth, a final key. No bloodline can deny the tide. The storm had come and kings must die. The crown now wears a pirate's flame, but none forget from when she came. She did not take, she earned the throne for every soul once left alone. Ashes fall, but roots will grow. A kingdom born from undertow. Let songs be sung in every part. A freedom's blade of justice rots. A queen who rose from storm and sea, and ruled not land but legacy. In marble halls where tyrants reigned, her boots now echoed unrestrained. She claimed no crown, just people's cheer. The pirate queen, her course made clear. From princess bound in chains of silk to queen unbound by blood